Hey everyone, Joshua Shore with you. We are streaming right now. We appreciate you watching us here. I'm in the newsroom. We have some good news to bring you here from our stream desk, wherever you're watching us right now. And I know we need the good news, so after the week that it has been, we want to give you this good news. It's happening right here in our area, right here in Michiana. I'm going to give you guys a couple more seconds to join. I know some folks are just seeing this probably on Facebook or digitally online. I know folks at home who have us on the Roku or may have us on one of those streaming apps are able to watch this as well. So I want to make sure I'm talking to everyone. We get as many people on as possible. Again, I am in South Bend in our WNDU newsroom right now. Busy Friday for us. Obviously a lot going on. You'll see that on the news tonight starting around 5:30-ish after Olympic hockey. The men's hockey team plays on WNDU later on this afternoon. We've got some good news here to report, and it is some big news, relatively some big news. You're hearing this for the first time at this level here. There's a big tournament, if you will, coming to Michiana. It's an Adidas basketball invitation only, National Youth Basketball. It's really like a circuit type thing that's happening. It's coming to our area, and we've got some brand new information from those involved in the talks, those organizers who's got a lot of information that could be helpful to so many of our viewers and people at home, and potentially those teens out there who want to play some ball, play it organized, and play it and learn some things as well, and also meet some great people who are part of this. And so without further ado, I want to bring in a friend of WNDU's, friend of mine as well, Seth Moss. He is the co-president of 5 Star Life. It is always good to see you, Seth. Thank you so much for joining us. How you doing?
I am doing great, Josh. Always great to see you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, great to have you here to talk about this. You texted me about this a week ago, and I had known nothing about it, and I did not know anything about what this event is. So for those people who are watching this right now, this event that Adidas is throwing is not a one-day thing. It's multiple days, and at least based on what I understand, not every city gets to do this. And so this is a big deal that it's coming to our area. Set the stage for us what this is about.
Yeah, well, first of all, this is the first event of its kind ever to come to our region, to
Wow.
Michiana. And so we're really honored. And it's, again, we're in a partnership with Mishawaka Fieldhouse, this massive 200,000 square foot facility that we get to call home for 5-star basketball. And so travel basketball is a massive industry. And with NIL and everything else, it's just gotten bigger. And so there's these shoe circuit deals. So you have Nike and you have Under Armour, you have Adidas, you have Puma. They have circuits, and Adidas is one of the top circuits in the nation. So kids who want to play high-level basketball need to be on a circuit. And so these are some of the best players in the country that instead of going to, hosting these events in major markets, because of the Mishawaka Fieldhouse, we're hosting it right here in our backyard. So that means some of the best athletes in the country will be coming here. And that also means the top Power 4 coaches will be stopping here. So it's really a historic event, and it's really exciting.
Talk about the field house. We've spoken about it before on the air on WNDU. This is huge that it's happening there. Why there? How did the talks come to make it happen here in our area, specifically at the field house, as you said, home to 5 Star Life basketball?
Well, when you look at this region, and kudos to Mayor Wood and to the county folks and the chamber, there's so many people politically that had a vision for this to happen. And also thanks to Notre Dame, they built the infrastructure for the hotels, and so this is kind of an off season for them. So we have the infrastructure locally to host a massive event that's high level, and it's positioned right off the toll road, and so it's easy to get to. So there's a lot of reasons they selected us, but part of it is because of that facility, and then obviously as a partner with 5 Star Life, we need to recruit an army of people that love basketball, and instead of just coming to pay to watch, which people can come pay to watch, but we need to hire an army of people to be statisticians, to run the shot clock, to run the score table. So if there's people out there that are interested in those positions, we're interviewing, taking applicants right now.
And we've also got the number that just popped up for people to see at the bottom of the screen, 574-266-4038. You can also email info@5starlife.org to learn more, learn how you can get involved, because you need volunteers right now. You mentioned something, so I think what makes this all special. is that there are multiple hands in this that made this happen, that brought this together. You're talking about it. You said it. There are going to be some big time people here watching these games, watching these high level athletes. And people here get to be a part of that as well if they want to be, correct?
Yeah, so there's a huge open door. Five Star is tasked with making sure we staff it really well.
Mm,
And when you have a new big time player coming to town, we have this contract for this year, so that we're hosting 4 events. There's a junior Adidas event, and that's for middle school kids. So literally, the top kids from across the country will be coming here. And then we have a girls event, and then we have 2 boys events. And so we have 4 events that we need to staff, and we want to make sure that um, that Adidas comes here and they're going to love the facility. We want to make sure they love the people, the community, and Five Star Life gets to play a role in that. So we're looking for people who love basketball, and we need really high level people that because they're going to be like literally tracking player stats for coaches across the nation who will be in attendance and then not attendance. And there's a lot that goes on. I'm talking about 4 people at each table that will be doing the stats and the scoring and all
exactly.
those things.
You talk about a resume builder, something that I know you as a life coach talk about so often at Five Star Life, which we can get into here in just a little bit. We're going to take a break shortly, and you can get into Five Star Life as well, just in case people don't know about your organization, about what you all do in this community, because it is so important, so critical for our teens to be involved and for our kids as well. But you talked about that resume builder. If you're watching this, if you are a parent watching this, you can also be involved. But obviously, for those teens out there, that community service aspect, it's in, of course, it looks good on a college application. This is what that can do as well, right?
Yeah, so we'll take some high school students that are high level and really
Correct.
sharp, but this is definitely going to be more college and adult
Got it.
level work. But you know what? We're going to have definitely some of our own 5 star basketball players that they're sharp. They're truly 5 star students. They'll be a part of it, and we also we're really fortunate. We happen to be the only program in the region that has a contract with Adidas for our kids to play on as well. So yeah,
Wait, so can you go into that really quickly? That's huge. You buried the lead there a little bit. That's awesome.
yeah. So and we'll have that's a whole nother story, but we will have tryouts for that team. A lot of those kids are handpicked and selected.
Oh my
But
gosh.
some of the best players in the region play on those top teams, and they compete against the best players across the country.
And yet you look younger and younger. I don't know how you sleep. That's crazy. All right, Seth, give us a
We
second.
have we have a great team. I do this stuff. We are an incredible team. To make no bones about it. I'm not doing everything.
I know, and you do have a great team there. I have the honor of meeting so many people who do so much with you and for the kids in our community, for these families in our community as well. In Southwest Michigan included in that, and obviously here in Northern Indiana. So look, we're going to take a break. We're going to have a little bit more info on the other side once more about how you can be involved, about how these adults, a lot of these adults and college students can actually put their skills to great use here for such a big, highly watched tournament. We're going to have more on that coming up here in just about 90 seconds, so stay tuned. All right, everybody, welcome back again. We want to just reiterate if you're just joining us, some big news here. There's this big Adidas basketball event coming to Michiana. We've got one of the people in the know right now. We've got co-founder of 5 Star Life joining us here. He's the president of that organization as well. We're going to talk a little bit more about that event. Before we wrap up, I just want people to understand a little bit more about 5 Star Life, the mission, what it is you guys really, truly do, if you can, Seth, for a moment.
Man, thank you for that, Josh. Thanks for having me. For the last 20 years, we've been on a mission to truly transform kids' lives by challenging the way they think, the way they act, the way they lead, while equipping them with the academic, the athletic, the social, and the employability skills that they need to thrive in life. And so, basketball happens to be the athletic component, but we're wrapping holistically in all the character, all the mindset, all the soft skills that actually, when I talk to business leaders, when I talk to people that are hiring managers, those are the things that everybody's looking for. And those are the things that actually parents want their kids to have. So it's been fun for the last 20 years to partner with public schools and private schools to develop programs that hit on all those pieces.
It is so much that you all do. And I mean, that's an entire segment, that's an entire show about the lives you guys have impacted over the years and the things you all continue to do and the lasting impact you've left on these families and these kids as well. Okay, back to this event, this Adidas event, this circuit that is happening. Again, not every city gets this. It's coming right here to Michiana, Mishawaka in particular, where the field house is located. Tell folks where the field house is located and how they can be involved as volunteers, particularly those adults or those young adults who are in college right now. Can be really helpful when it comes to the statisticians and all the other volunteer positions you guys need to fill this spring, summer.
Yeah, so the Mishawaka Fieldhouse is located on Douglas Road. If you are, on Main Street or Grape Road, you'll just take Douglas east, and you'll pass Fur, and you'll see a lot of land out there. And then way, way in the back, you'll see this monstrosity that rises out of the ground, and that is the Mishawaka Fieldhouse. A lot of people drive past it and just know there's a big building, but they don't know what it is because it's set so far back. But you'll want to come check it out. It's massive. 10 basketball courts, Josh, 10. So, and there's a
Wow.
championship court that seats about 1,200 people with bleachers around it too for some of the high level games. So it's a special place.
10 basketball courts. You can, I mean, that's huge. That's amazing. There's a number, there's an email. Can you give us that one more time? We have it at the bottom here, but I just want you to say it, reiterate it one
Yeah.
more time.
Yeah. Just reach out to us if you're interested. Our office line is 574-266-4038. And our email is info, just info, info at 5starlife.org. That is the word five, the word star, the word life.org, all spelled out.
That is huge. That is amazing. Seth, thank you. I appreciate it. And I appreciate everything that obviously you know this, and I'm a friend of yours. And you guys do so much all together and just ensuring that our kids have the right mindsets in making sure that when they go off to college or while they're in high school or doing things in their community, they understand that they have a path, that they have a vision, and that they have the right mindset to do all of these things. And you said it, and I think I want to leave it on this note. Athletics is one way, one attractive way to allow these kids to be able to do that, to create these partnerships and a network as well, right?
You nailed it. You have sports, and then you've been out to our 400-acre innovative learning campus, where, again, the whole goal is, kids. Uh, Competence creates confidence, and so when
Mm.
kids can gain confidence and gain real skills, they gain confidence, and that confidence bleeds into other areas, gives them courage to try new things, and that's how we find out who we are. And so out there, it's blacksmithing and equine and dissecting cow hearts and eyeballs and nature. There's so many things that kids can do to start to gain confidence, and all that translates back to the classroom. And that whole self-efficacy piece of I can do hard things and it's actually fun. And it's the way I learn. All that ties into everything we do, and we love doing it. We have a great team. So thank you for your support, Josh. You're always great at bringing us on, letting us share. Really,
Of
really
course.
grateful.
Of course. Thank you. And this is why I have you. Any reaction to speaking of sports, any reaction to the Bears news coming to Indiana? You have a quick word on that? Do you even like this move, this idea?
I'm a Hoosier, so I'm happy.
Okay, there you go.
I'm happy.
Of
And
course.
I actually got some of the behind the scenes pieces just because of some of the work I do. So it was fun to hear it happening, and I really thought it was going to happen because
Yeah.
I think there's something about Indiana. I don't know. There's something in Indiana. We get things done,
Mm-hmm.
and we do some pretty good work at making it work for people that want to be here and to want to do business in Indiana. So
Wow.
I know there's a lot of people in Illinois that are brokenhearted, and people like you that grew up there. That
But those
it's
are
got
the people who live all the way in Bolingbrook. There are people who live on the south side like me who are like, this is a quicker drive and easier. So I
yeah,
mean, hey,
yeah.
we'll see what happens with that. I know discussions are continuing in that regard, but I'm just curious your opinion. Seth, thank you for doing this, taking the time to do this as well. We'll have all this information on WNDU.com and tonight on the news at 6 o'clock as well. Seth, thank you for doing this, and thank you all who are watching right now, who's watching this stream. We appreciate that greatly. We will see you guys, like I said, starting after the Olympics on NBC here locally, WNDU. And obviously, wherever you stream, we will come back on here as news warrants. We will see you then.